Howdy to all you normal human beings living a normal life. We're coming back with another episode of Story Time. I didn't pick my nose, I just rubbing it. Just clarifying that. Story time. So I'm gonna tell you a story when I was catching them there shoplifters down Balmer. And it's a story about Stinky and Slim. All right, so this is kind of funny. There were so many encounters, I don't know where to start. Just I don't know. I kind of thought this one was pretty dang on funny, but uh, Stinky was he was a twin. There's these two African American brothers. Really, I got no problem. The one brother was good. Oh Lordy, there's all kinds of like sounds like fish. Could be a duck, could be a turtle. I don't know, but it's hard to stay focused when you hear fish or some type of sounds like that splashing. But so anyway, so the one brother, two twins. I kid you not. Kevin Hart was taller than these two twins, and then Slim was every bit of 6'4", 6'5". So when I worked down there at that department store called Caldor, we would we kind of had some intel on him coming in, and he pretty much visited daily. But like I said, a lot of the other people that worked there didn't know how to catch shoplifters too well, and so I there was a store next to us. I can't remember the name. I want to say it was called like J.C. Murphy or something like that, kind of like a Family Dollar store if you want to like equate it to something nowadays. Kind of like a little small discount store. So I would go over there, and all the stores in that little shopping center were getting hit. There was like a drugstore, that little you call it like a variety store, discount store, whatever. Our big retailer was getting hit. So, like I said in past videos, we had a tremendous uh, surveillance system, so it was really good. So we had like a really cool foyer that kind of like there was two entrances, but it almost like funneled people into like a main entrance. So when you had our one of our main cameras was probably, I want to say, I don't know, 40 or 50 feet back from the main entrance. So where everybody was funneled into that cone, you could actually see through all the glass windows people in the parking lot. So once I had some pretty good intel on Stinky and Slim, I would just kick back in the camera room, and I want to lean back in this chair, but I'm on a hill. I don't want to bust my ass on camera here. But anyway, so I was determined. Like once I get a scent of somebody like that, I was torn between this story and another story, but the other story is probably coming in a few days if I'm still vertical. So so Stinky and Slim, I would just kick up my feet up in the security office, and just like I said, I think we had 22 cameras, monitors, and everything, and I just had the main screen focused on the front door. I know these guys were coming back, and sure as heck, one day it's kind of winter time, so it's funny, you learn patterns from different criminals, and what they can do, and uh, patterns of behavior for certain things. So I'll probably do a separate video on that. Um, but anyway, I see Stinky and Slim, and I'm reminding you, Stinky was shorter than Kevin Hart, and that's hard to do. That's almost like into a whole new category. I'm trying to be politically correct, but so I see Slim going into the drugstore there. I forget what it was. I don't remember if it was a CVS or what it was. It was, I don't know what it was back then, to be honest with you. I'm just giving you a correlation of a modern day drugstore. And then I see Stinky coming our way. So sure as heck, Stinky's got these like the real baggy military pants, like the camo pants and all that on. And I see him go into the HBA section, which is health and beauty aid section, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm like, all right, this is looking promising. So he takes all these big packets, the biggest, I think they held 500 tablets or something like that, of all this like pain relief stuff. Like I forget what was around, Tylenol and uh, Advil, whatever it was back then. He just, and he puts like 8 or 10 of these things into his real baggy camo pants. But I found out later what he had underneath was he had sweatpants underneath, and where the elasticity was at the bottom near his ankles, he had all that duct tape. So when he would shove that into his pants, it wouldn't fall out. So I see all this going on, got it all on camera. Everything's cool, everything's kosher, and everything's great. Like the perfect, it's going to be the perfect apprehension. So he gets near the front of here. He's trying to leave, and then he's trying to fight me, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, this guy's like a ping pong ball to me. It's like, not that I was like some big massive specimen back then. I was pretty damn strong. So we're tussling. He's trying to fight me, and all you hear the whole time, it sounded like what do you call those Moroccan thing, all you can hear is pills rattling, and we're tossing around. And he's just yelling, I'm assaulting him and all this stuff, right? So we go through the whole simmerall, the whole shebang, and he doesn't win the battle. We get him back to the security office, and sure as hell he's got like over, even back then it was, I don't know, I'm guessing it was near $100, but it was a lot of stuff. So that was a hot item, because I don't know if you caught it in one of my previous videos, but when the heroin addicts and the drug addicts, they start really feeling bad, they just take handfuls of this pain relief medicine and just eat it like candy, hoping they can feel better until they get their next fix. So we were rolling all around the floor, and I'm like, I can't believe this kid's. I said his kid. He was like, this guy's fighting me, and so it didn't end well for him. His other friend finally got caught too, Slim, but just crazy. Like the shoplifters, I'm sure this can happen in any country, any city in the United States, like Detroit, L.A., Dallas, wherever you want to. It just happened. That's where I was, and this is what happened. So yeah, that was kind of a funny one. And this guy like was seriously trying to whip my butt. And I'm like, come on, man! Like I could bounce you around like a ping pong ball, but we just, it happened for the better. And we finally ran into the twin, and the twin was a pretty nice guy. And he and I kind of had a little bit of chit chat, and he was okay. He just knew his brother had a problem, but it just kind of sucked. But anyway, so that's another boring story. I wanted to pump out something, sound a little more positive. Nothing's changed in my life, but hell, just got to fake it till you make it, or fake it till you break. So that's story time. I don't even know what I'm up to. What am I up to? Y'all tell me. What am I up to? 42, 43 story time. Anyway, got some other interesting ones coming soon. And that's it. Just living life in paradise. Peace out.